Grand Rising Cosmic Family, it's your boy Jynesis back with another video. Before I start the video off, I just want to send good energy to you guys, you feel me? Peace to the high vibrational beings, peace to my peers, peace to my ancestors, peace to the elderly, peace to the youth, star seeds, crystal babies. You already know what it is, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Hope you enjoying your day. If you're not, I send that energy for your day to just get better, you feel me? It's always gonna get better. Nothing ever stays the same, you feel me? But yeah, we're gonna get right into this video. But before I even start it off, I just want to appreciate anyone who's been checking out my videos. Just appreciate people who just been tapping in with me, you know what I'm saying, off videos under the comments, or just, you know, in general on my social medias, you feel me? It's greatly appreciated. And yeah, you know what I'm saying, just gonna keep that shit going. But today we're gonna be talking about Mars energy, or, you know, Aries and Scorpio. This video is for Aries. I'll do Scorpio next. So it'll be two videos today. It won't be one, but it'll be two, because Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday are ruled by two signs because of the planets that rule those days. Like I said in my first video, I'm doing these videos based upon the energy rulership of the planets and what those planets rule as far as the zodiac sign. Meaning, like yesterday was Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon, so I did, in moon represents Monday, moon day, Monday. So it's kind of a connection there, just to help you guys out. Yeah, just to help you guys out, just to have a general understanding of how the energies are set up for each week, so that you can kind of align yourself every day. Be like, all right, so if it's Wednesday, all right, I'm gonna start doing analytical thinking, writing, communication, focus on those type of things, because that's ruled by Mercury. But we'll get to that tomorrow. So yeah, so Aries, man, all my Aries, you impulsive, angry, hard-headed ass Aries, man. Yeah, man. I don't got no Aries friends, to be honest with you, so I don't have a personal understanding of Aries. I just do the research on them, and I just, you know, try to retain as much as I can, and just get as much downloads on Aries, because once again, I don't have no one in my family close to me that's an Aries, and I don't have any friends that are close to me that are Aries. So I kind of got to go off the books with this one. But for the most part, kind of got a good familiarity with that energy because of my 12th house, which, like I said, I'll get into the houses later on. But you know what I'm saying, we're going to just focus on signs right now. So yeah, Aries, if you're Aries sun, or if you have any Aries placements, this video is for you. So, you know, stay tuned in. So I'm gonna start off with just, you know, the planetary rulership in the days and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So Aries do rule Mars, or Mars is ruled by Aries, or however you want to look at it. But Aries and Mars is they coexist, you know what I'm saying? Mars is all about action, passion, sex, drive. It's about what you, it's how you go get what you want, you know what I'm saying? It's the action you take to go get what you want. Venus is kind of is what you attract, or what you want. It's the what, and Mars is the how you get what, you know what I'm saying? I hope that made sense. I don't know, I be trying to make sense, but it is what it is, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna be running through this shit over a plethora of time, you know what I'm saying, just because I know I'm gonna have more people coming in. But right now we're just gonna focus on what's going on right now, god damn it. But yeah, so yeah, Mars, bro. That's Mars. And then Aries, when it comes to Aries, that energy is all about, you know, being a leader. It's a cardinal sign for one, so when it comes to being placed in a leadership position, they can excel very well, you know what I'm saying? Like I said in my last video, all cardinal signs are leaders. They're the leaders of the zodiac, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones that want to start shit. They want to be kind of if you have a plan, they want to initiate the plan, you know what I'm saying? The planners are more so, I say, they're the planners too, but I say the fixed signs more so plans things out, because they bring you the structure, and the cardinal kind of like initiate it, but it can go either way. Mutable energies too. So yeah, so Aries, one thing people give Aries a bad rep on is just their impulsiveness. Like I just said in this video, bro, y'all be impulsive, and they do kind of have a tendency to be impulsive due to that connection to Mars, to want to kind of just do, you know what I'm saying? Mars energy is all about doing action, taking action, and Aries is a very quick actionable signs. Fire is represented of fire, you know what I'm saying? It's the very first zodiac in the zodiac wheel. Just to let y'all know, it's the very first zodiac sign. It's a cardinal sign, and it is ruled by Mars, and it's a fire element. So when you see in Aries, they're more likely to be more, like I said with Leo and Sagittarius, they want to kind of pull in that attraction and pull in that attention, have you looking at them and paying attention to them, because they are the I am sign. They're the sign that rules the first house that your identity, you know what I'm saying, is governed by. You know what I'm saying? The first house represents the identity, you know, how people see you and how you see yourself in the world type shit. So Aries, you know, they're really good at being leaders, though, you know what I'm saying? Even though they can be kind of like hot-headed, as long as they develop correctly and they have the right people around them, they can kind of like lead you the right way. But if they kind of are low functioning, they're just gonna be doing shit without thinking, and then once they do it, it's like either A, they're gonna be like it's whatever, or B, they're gonna actually take into consideration on what they did depending on the other placements. But for the most part, they just doing shit because of the moment. They be in the moment, and it's just like they just be wanting to get ready to do shit. And they are the most impatient sign out of all signs. They're the most impatient. Like, they just want shit done because it's Mars, and they want to get shit done. On top of that, it's a cardinal energy. So when it comes to a big teamwork effort, and they might see one or two people slacking and they have to work with those one or two people, they're gonna get irritated because like, damn, nigga, you take forever when I'm trying to get to the next thing. And they have a bad rep for not finishing shit, but they can easily start up a project. Like, they don't finish their projects unless they have a fixed sign to kind of hold up that project and, you know, help them through that process of finishing it, because they have a tendency to kind of burn out, because it's like they can start up, it's the flame being started, you know what I'm saying? And with Aries, they kind of have a tendency, they have a attraction to adrenaline, and once they get all that adrenaline out of their system, they kind of burn out. You know what I'm saying? They easily burn out. They don't last too long doing too many things until they get burnt out, and that's when they just don't want to do shit. They just go to themselves. They isolate within themselves and just be to themselves. And that's kind of why that energy kind of places you in a situation. If you have an Aries placement, or if you're an Aries sun or a rising, you have a tendency to be placed in situations that require you to be isolated, because it's the I am sign. It's like a single-minded sign, basically. Like, they can be selfish. Like, that's one of the selfish signs out of the zodiac, where they think of themselves kind of like Leo, but it's kind of OD, because it's like they want to be a leader. It's all about showing the world who they are. It's the first sign, so it's like they're kind of like walking the ladder, and they're taking baby steps into the energies of the life cycles, you know what I'm saying? And they can I mean, nah, Aries can, which they can uphold a lot, but nah, they have a tendency to, the fuck was that? I just seen some black shit. I'm getting off track, but let me reframe my mind, bro. I just lost track fast as fuck. But where the fuck was I at? Yeah, Aries, they the first sign, so they kind of want to like pull in everything and kind of be in control of it. That's what I was trying to get to, and that's where that selfishness comes in, because they have a control factor, because Mars is a kind of a controlling sign because of that authoritative energy or power, because Mars also rules power too. Like I said, like, the two signs that are ruled by Mars is Scorpio and Aries. Scorpio is more of a Plutonian energy than it is Mars, but its original ruler is Mars, and Pluto doesn't have a day, so that's why I'm doing Scorpio today as well. I gotta give Scorpios love, because y'all basically one of the most powerful zodiac signs out of the whole wheel. But we're not talking about Scorpio right now. We're talking about Aries. To compare the two, Scorpio is more patient than Aries when it comes to taking action and being a leader. Scorpios are more strategic. Aries is more of the general of Mars. Aries is more of the warrior of Mars. So Scorpio will map out the strategy, and Aries will initiate and be like the boots on the ground general, and then Scorpio will be like the one in the I don't know what it's called, but the one at the table kind of mapping out the plans and where the fuck certain people gonna go, and then they're gonna tell Aries, hey, this the plan, make sure you tell your platoons and all this and that and the third what's going on type shit. That's Aries. Aries can really excel in any leadership position, mostly like military or fighting. As far as like UFC, they can lead that. They can be coaches, basically. What I'm saying, like they can be fighters too. Like that's a sign that likes to fight too. Like dude, they're warriors. Like when you think of Aries, think of a warrior. Basically, that's the best way I can really put as far as how to like really like get familiar with the energy. Think of them as a warrior. You know what I'm saying? They do have a tendency to kind of become crybabies. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, they do so much to help others because they are very caring people, and they want to kind of like make sure everybody's good. But it's like, if you don't really acknowledge what they do, just like I said with Capricorn and Cancer, they gonna feel some type of way and kind of get angry, and they start doing shit out of anger, and that shit can get crazy and impulsive. So when it comes to that energy, it kind of like disciplining it. You gotta kind of watch what you do around people and not let people control your actions through your emotions, because they really have a hard time dealing with their emotions. Either they let it out or they hold it in and just explode. Feel me? But they're more likely to just let that shit out and then, all right, they be good. You know what I'm saying? It's like a burst of fucking fire, then they just cool. Like I said, they burn out. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine the explosion. Aries would be the explosion of the fire. Leo would be the fire itself being flamed, and then Sagittarius would be the spread of the fire. You know what I'm saying? Because it expands. So Aries, y'all gotta watch out for that attitude. You know what I'm saying? That anger is really important. For real. And you know what I'm saying? If I don't got as much energy as I did in the last videos, bro, I literally lack of sleep. I stayed up all night type shit, and I only slept for a few hours, and I got to get this video up because, you know what I'm saying, this is kind of what I'm trying to do, and I can't just because I'm tired and shit like that, I can't just miss a day, you feel me? So I got y'all, you feel me? I got y'all Aries, you know what I'm saying? What else, man? What else? Because that's a lot of shit I miss on the other signs, and I'm trying to make sure I don't miss this, because I'm trying not to make this video way too long. So let's see. The seasons that they rule is springtime. The month, I forgot to do the months in the last two videos, so just to kind of go over the last two. When it comes to Leo is in the middle of summertime. Okay, Leo season is in the season of summer. The first sign that starts up the summer season is Cancer. So Cancer's cardinal. When, like I said, the Cancer energy initiates the summer season. Aries energy initiates springtime. And to find out if you're in Aries, you'll basically be born between the dates of March 21st and April 21st or April 20th. Yeah. So March 21st and April 20th, that's the spring equinox to the spring equinox, and then, you know, all the way up until Gemini, you feel me, as far as the season of spring. But they start off on the spring equinox, and then Taurus would be in the middle of it, and then Gemini would be at the end of spring, and they kind of like change into that next season, which starts off with Cancer. Yeah. So when it comes to, like, you know, learning or just trying to like be around Aries, you gotta kind of just be doing shit. You gotta actually do shit with Aries. Like Aries, like Capricorn, they like to kind of like do shit to progress in life, because they also like to progress as well. They like to be the head CEO. They're the CEO mentality. They have a CEO mentality. So it's like, if they not really head honcho in charge, bro, they really not gonna fuck with any ideas you got. If they not leading it, they like, man, come on, bro, I ain't trying to do that. They got to be in control. They got to be leading, because that's their mentality, you feel me? That's the energies of Aries. They want to lead the way, feel me? It's the light leading the way, and it's shining upon the pathway, you feel me? And that's kind of like, I don't want to get into the Orishas, but Aries, they like to lead the way, you feel me? So if you want to follow the Aries, make sure that you put them in a position to lead. But if they're not a good leader, don't do that shit. Don't, because they're Aries, if they have that tendency and quality, yeah. But if they kind of have a childish aspect, or they have that childish side of them, which they really will have that childish, usually when they're growing up, they'll be more childish, and then they kind of, around their mid-20s to 30s, they'll kind of grow into that leadership role, because they learn through life. They done climbed through life. They went from baby steps to teenage to adult, and now they're like, all right, bro, the shit I did in the past, obviously XYZ that I did in the past ain't work, or it's not working now. So yeah, so just watch out for that, because a lot of Aries, they can like run a corporation to the ground if they get impulsive with their decisions. And I don't know any Aries CEOs, but I just know that energy, because it burns out, and if they don't have any structured energies around them like a Capricorn or a Taurus, it's like they're gonna just do whatever based upon what they see and based upon the best that they can do, because they're not really the intellectual signs. They're more so the signs of action, strength, and just knowing how to do shit. That's why I say they can be fighters for the most part. So if you're Aries and you want to know what you can do with your life, depending on the other signs, but this is just the sun sign for me, I say get into boxing or like some type of like mixed martial arts, just to kind of like channel that Mars energy, so you won't be impulsive and just be angry for no reason. You feel me? Because if you don't, it's gonna backfire. You're just gonna like take it out on anything. Any little thing can piss off an Aries. Like, I have Aries in the 12th house, so when it comes to the subconscious mentality, because that's what the 12th house represents, is the unconscious and subconscious, I kind of have a tendency to get pissed off about little things if they don't go my way. And that's Aries energy, man. If they don't go their way, they gonna have a hissy fit, bro. Like I said, they turn into big ass babies if all else fails. They gonna become big cry babies if shit don't go their way, or if motherfuckers not fucking with the ideas and plans that they want to lead, or if they trying to be this certain type of individual in the world and people are downing them in a way that kind of puts pressure on them to become to basically become better. You know what I'm saying? They get over that obstacle, but at the same time it gets them, because it's like, damn, like, why the fuck life so hard on me? Oh, because I gotta initiate and be initiative and be a leader. And that's what life kind of works them into. That's why they kind of be isolated, because they have to learn themselves before they try to do shit with other people. And their opposing sign is Libra, and Libras dealing with other people, so they're more. That's why if Aries is with a Libra, they can operate balanced, and they can kind of just they make better decisions, because the Libra kind of sees both sides of the situation and kind of like, all right, bro, if you're gonna do this, at least do that, so that you ain't overshadowing this, and it can kind of like play out in this certain type of way. For me, Libras kind of see it in that way, because they don't want shit just one side being tilted, and it's like, hey, buddy over here feeling this type of way because the Aries want to take over. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, Aries, give such and such a job to do so that you can complete your task. You feel me? You can't do everything yourself. Aries have a tendency to try to do everything themselves. That's why they don't finish anything, because over here they're trying to be the artist, and then over here they're trying to be the videographer, and over here they're trying to be the goddamn fucking promoter, and then they trying to be the goddamn DJ. Like, how the fuck you gonna be everything? Be one thing. You're not mutable. Stop starting everything and not finishing. Like, the one sign that can do everything and master is fucking Sagittarius, because it expands, and they like to learn everything. They're not trying to focus on one thing. That's why Sagittarius likes their freedom, because it's like, I don't like staying in one place. I want to learn everything, aka I want to be everywhere. It's a fire sign as well, so it likes to move, likes to take action upon things that they see and enjoy, and they're very optimistic. Aries, they're not really an optimistic sign. They're more so like I said, they go through a lot of shit to get to that leadership role. So they see the world in all right, I gotta overcome this obstacle. So everything's an obstacle to them in a certain way. Not like Capricorn, but it's like they kind of run into obstacles, and they clash with it if they not high functioning, if they don't see it as a opportunity of growth. Because like I said, it's the first sign, so they have to grow the most out of all signs. They have to grow the most. They have to go the most development versus a Pisces. A Pisces, the reason why they're so chill, nonchalant, or not even nonchalant, just reserved and laid back, is because they already experienced all the other life cycles, the energy cycles. They already experienced all that shit. They don't need to initiate all the goddamn time or try to control shit or try to be in the spotlight or whatever the fuck. You feel me? They already did that. Aries, on the other hand, they ain't did that yet, so it's like, it's new to them. Everything's new to an Aries. For some reason, it's like the littlest things can make an Aries interested, but if it's not like hitting that energy of them becoming successful in a leadership way, or like being looked at as this person that they see themselves as, it's kind of like they stray away from it and they kind of go towards something else. And that's why they don't finish it, because it's like they'll do some shit, and it's like, if it's not working out, or if they don't feel it, all right, I'm just gonna do some other shit and just leave that shit to be wherever it's at. And then now they just got a whole bunch of shit everywhere. It's like, nigga, can't you at least finish this before you go to that? But yeah, The negative qualities of Aries, though, because I ain't did negative quality. I kind of did negative qualities of the other two signs, but I kind of like implemented them in the middle of talking about the sign. But the negative qualities, like I said, they're impulsive. They are hard-headed because they don't want to listen to nobody after a certain point once they hey, no, what I say. But they have a tendency to be a know-it-all as far as what they've already done. So you can't tell them what to do once they already done enough shit themselves independently, because it is an independent sign. It's like, all right, you can't tell me what to do because I already did it, and I did XYZ, and I done a lot of shit. So what the fuck can you tell me to do that I haven't done already? Type shit. That's their mentality. Even though it kind of turns into a delusion, because it's like, nigga, you ain't do everything. But all right, but yeah, they can be very hard-headed. They can be stubborn in the sense of, like, saying they feel like they're the leaders, so they don't gotta listen to nobody. You feel me? Hey, I am. You feel me? They're the I am sign, so I am who I am. You feel me? You can't tell me who I am, nigga. I am that I am, nigga. Who the fuck is you to tell me not to do some shit? That's them. And if you try to go toe to toe with them, they gon' go back and forth with you, but it's not gonna last too long, because like I said, they gonna burn out. And they just gonna, all right, bro, you got it, because at a certain point, it's like, the fire gotta go out. You feel me? Leos, they can go on for a long time, but it's like, what's the point? I'm that nigga. You feel me? Sagittarius, they gonna keep going. I don't give a fuck what y'all tell me. Sagittarius is gonna keep it going to you. It's kind of like Scorpio. They gonna get to the depths of what the fuck is going on, and they have endurance. Same thing with Sagittarius. They have the ability to keep going. Consistency. That's a high functioning Sagittarius. Well, functioning period, because even if you're doing some stupid shit, you can consistently do some dumb shit and just keep it going. So yeah. Aries, man. Yeah. Damn, this isn't a challenge for me, because I do have that. This is where my Saturn is placed, so this is kind of a good video for me to make, just so I can teach myself on what I know about Aries. I don't know if that made any sense, but fuck that shit. But yeah, man, if you were Aries, man, make sure you leave a like on this video, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with y'all. Y'all some warriors, and I like warrior energy. Warrior energy is what we need on this planet. We need that warrior energy just to turn the tides in the war as far as the third dimensional, because fifth dimensional, we kind of winning the ball game. We ain't really losing our spirits and souls as much as we used to back in the middle of the Piscean age, you feel me? But yeah, man, if you're trying to really get with an Aries, like I said, man, you just gotta like acknowledge their leadership qualities, acknowledge who they are, and acknowledge, like, and sometimes you gotta kind of steer them in the right direction too. You know what I'm saying? Be there for them in the best ways possible. Don't try to knock down what they want to do, because they just gonna do it anyways, regardless of if you're there or not. So you gotta support them in the best aspects of themselves. Don't support some bullshit, and when you know it's bullshit and they trying to convince you that it's not. If you know it's bullshit, tell them it's bullshit. If they don't want to listen, that's when you walk away, because once you walk away, they'll be like, all right, bro, what did this person do to leave me by myself? Why am I by myself again? AKA, now I gotta reflect on who I am and become a better person. Feel me? Yeah. That's just a brief synopsis on Aries, you feel me? I ain't trying to make this video too long, because I gotta get to Scorpio, so I got 2 signs today. So if you were Aries, like I said, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell for notifications on when I post another video, obviously, you feel me? And yeah, if I missed anything, don't be afraid to comment, what about this, what about that, because I have a tendency to kind of forget other parts of the signs or whatever, because I try to generalize it so it won't confuse you. I try to make it understandable, as understandable as possible, so that when I get to the other portions and sections of astrology, it kind of comes full circle. But yeah, it's been your boy Jynesis, and before I go, I'm gonna leave as I came. Grand Rising family, send peace and high vibrations to the ancestors, the peers, elderly, the youth, crystal babies, indigo child, you feel me? If you're having a bad day, I send you high vibrations to make your day a little bit more easy to deal with, you know what I'm saying? Because nothing lasts forever, you feel me? Everything's forever changing. And, you know what I'm saying? Love, peace.